Hello and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host, Mike Lester, and again, we are here on a special night, a new night for the Global Racing Xfinity Series. We're here at Iowa for the If You Build It, We Will Come 200. Silly name for some silly racing going on tonight, but we're going to have some good racing going on tonight. After a couple of weekends off, these guys are back in action. We're gonna have 15 drivers. It looks like currently Dale Brooks is the fastest on track. We'll see if he can get that monkey off his back and get himself a pole, or will Dave Holsey, who's currently second, take it away from him again? About one more minute left of practice as we watch Jeffrey Weimer, Steve Gerber get around this less than 1 mile track. It's a 0.88 mile track, so it's a short track, but it runs like a kind of like a speedway, as in the banking on the turns. It's really fast. That they're making around this track around 23.25 is the best that Dale Brooks has put down, and with Dave Halsey at 23.30 right behind him, you can pretty much throw a blanket over the top 5, top 6 cars. All of them are in the 23s. Actually, everybody's best lap is at 23 except for William Brown in that 15th spot. So it's going to be some really good, tight racing. We got 200 laps, 5 seconds till qualifying. Let's get going. As we see, it looks like Don Blazer is going to be the first member of the league out on the track first to get his qualifying warm-up lap underway. Dave Halsey, as well as coming out to make his first lap. Stephen Hayes, DJ Honeycutt coming out, but we're going to watch Don Blazer in that number 23. See what kind of times he can put up on his first lap here. As you see him coming around turns 3 going into turn 4. So currently he's sitting number 1 as we watch Stephen Hayes in that number 13 Chevrolet. Dave Halsey jumps up and grabs the lead spot at the moment. Dale Brooks, who was quickest in practice, jumps up to 4th on his first lap. Now make that 5th. DJ Honeycutt out there. Still currently up on the top of the leaderboard is Dave Halsey. As we watch Dale Brooks and see if he can make better on that second lap. And he jumps up to the second position right behind his arch nemesis when it comes to qualifying, David Halsey. DJ Honeycutt looks like he's gonna qualify 3rd. Mike Hayes is out there, currently sitting in the 6th spot, but has not registered any time yet. As you see Mike Hayes with 6th fastest on his first lap. He's about 0.5 of a second slower than David Halsey's second lap, so he's got to make up 0.5 on the second lap. William Brown also out there in that number 27. Mike Hayes unable to do anything with those top 5 guys. He's going to qualify 6th with a 26.47. So make that 7th for Mike Hayes. Wayne Brown jumps up to the 6th position. Donnie Honeycutt inside the pits. Here's Jason Schilling and Jeff Weimer out there now. Jeff Weimer with a 23.81 on his first lap, giving him the 9th quickest. So see if he can use the second lap and better that time. Chuck Cobb, he's out there on the coming out of the track now. But back to Jeffrey Weimer as he crosses the start-finish line on that second lap, is unable to do any better than 9th place. We'll go back here and watch Chuck Cobb. And kind of looks like Chuck Cobb is just kind of in cruise control out there. Chuck Cobb, 10th quickest out there. Steve Gerber, Michael Thorpe Jr., Austin McGill, Ricky Hudgens yet to qualify. As we watch Chuck Cobb finishing up his last lap, is unable to up his position there. Is still going to be shown as 10th spot at the moment. Like I said, Ricky Hudgens, Steve Gerber, Michael Thorpe, Austin McGill have not qualified, and that looks like it's going to be it for qualifying. And let's bring up our grid here. So currently, your pole setter for tonight, David Halsey. 2nd place is going to go to Dale Brooks. 3rd place is DJ Honeycutt. 4th place, Don Blazer. Stephen Hayes is going to qualify 5th. William Brown 6th. Mike Hayes 7th. Jason Schilling over there in 8th spot. Jeffrey Weimer going to qualify 9th. Chuck Cobb 10th. Donnie Honeycutt is going to qualify 11th. 12th, it's going to be Michael Thorpe, who's going to be the first car that did not qualify. Steve Gerber is going to be 13th. 14th is going to go to Ricky Hudgens. And 15th is going to be Austin McGill. Okay. All right, so while we're gridding up, let's bring up our pole sitter. Whoops, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that was not supposed to happen. I hit the wrong icon down there. And let's find ourselves our pole sitter. We're going to bring up Dave Halsey from Blazing Fools Racing. That and Dave Halsey, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, Mr. Lester?
Well, man, I mean, you won the pole for tonight's race, but you got some fast drivers around you there. What kind of strategy are you going to be carrying out there in order to keep those guys behind you?
I think we're just going to bide some time here. We'll probably try to stay in the top 5 here for, the first half of this race, and then make a couple changes at the first pit stop and see what we got at the end.
Well, that's a good strategy, trying to keep those tires clean. Well, you're starting on the inside. You got Dale Brooks on the outside, and you got a fast car and DJ Honeycutt and Beck. What do you think your chances of coming home with a win?
This track's pretty tough. It's one of those that you got to be up on the wheel the whole time. So, we'll do our best, and we got a lot of good company around us. So it'll be something if we win one.
So that's what we like to hear, man. Well, we look forward to talking to you at the end, and we're going to send you back down to Blazing Fools because you guys are getting ready to go, man. Good luck, and congratulations on the pole.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And we're going to send Dave Halsey back down to Blazing Fools as soon as I can find it here. Hold on 1 second. All right. We're about to go green. That was our pole setter for tonight's race. Dave Halsey. Got Dale Brooks on the outside. DJ on the inside going to push David Halsey with Don Blazer behind Dale Brooks. Pace car is down. Sorry, pace car is not down. This must be a 2. Okay, yeah, this is a short track, so they're going to do 2 laps of pace laps. I'd like to welcome everybody in YouTube. You guys think you know who's going to win this race? Now's the time to put it down there, and the race winner will come and do a personal cameo appearance at your next birthday party. So if you think Dale Brooks, Dave Halsey, DJ Honeycutt's going to win and you want them at your birthday party, take a chance. Pace car is down to pit road. Dave Halsey's going to bring us to the start-finish line.
Green flag.
Green flag is in the air. Dave Halsey gets a good start, but Dale Brooks gets just as good enough start on that outside. 2 by 2. Dale Brooks with a slight getting the advantage over David Halsey and is going to take the lead going into turns 3 and 4. Dale Brooks is going to lead that first lap. David Halsey's going to settle into second, but here comes DJ Honeycutt on the outside. Not getting the momentum. Going to fall back in place for that third place. Fourth on back is going to get a little bit of spanned out as Don Blazer trying to make a move on William Brown. On that inside, William Brown on the outside. Stephen Hayes and Jason Schilling right behind. Some good racing early on in the race here. Got Dale Brooks, Dave Halsey up front still. DJ Honeycutt now being under pressure from William Brown and Don Blazer. And pretty much the whole rest of the field is right there. Caution is out. Michael Thorpe. Oh, wow. Our points leader, Michael Thorpe.
What's going on again?
Let's go back and see what happened to Michael Thorpe. You see him on the outside there. Let's roll. Him and Jeff Weimer racing. Oh, it looks like he came down. Might have tapped Jeff Weimer. Oh, ew, he does a good job keeping it off of that outside wall. Little to no damage. Good racing by Jeff Weimer and Michael Thorpe. So let's so under caution for the first time at lap 5. We'll go back here and watch this from another angle. Let's see if these guys did touch. Over here, let me hit the right one there. We're gonna go to. No, we want the left front up there. All right, so we're gonna. See Jeff Weimer there. Oh, that back end might have touched. Let's go ahead and look at the left. No. All right, don't look like any damage done to the 34. No takers down pit road. Chuck Cobb, Steve Gerber, and Jeffrey Weimer came down pit road. They might have just topped off. I don't think they would take tires this early. They only have 4 sets of tires, no fast repairs. Okay, we got Michael Thorpe picking himself. So now, if Michael Thorpe picks himself and he wins, that means at Thorpe's birthday party, he's got to sing "My Little Teapot" to himself. And that would be quite the feat that I would like to see. But right now, Dale Brooks is up front. Michael Thorpe has a mighty big hill to climb to try to get back up and protect his points lead. And now you see him coming down pit road. And K Smooth wants Thorpe to make sure he knows the words. Oh, let me see. I apologize there, William Brown. Let me see if I can fix that. Why we are under. I don't know why. Let's see if that'll fix it. Because every once in a while I have a problem with one or two. Let's go back here and see if William Brown is being showed. See, he's still being showed as a... No, still being showed as the same car. So I don't know what the issue right there is. Everybody else is showing up just fine. So let me try this one more time and see if it'll work. Did. Nope, 27 is still not being showed as anything but that, man. I do apologize, William. And stop texting while you're driving too. All right, green flag back out. Dale Brooks gets a good start. Number 2, David Halsey, continues to hold that lead. DJ Honeycutt still in third. Don Blazer fourth. Right there, Wayne Brown fifth. Mike Hayes sixth. Wayne Brown putting the pressure on Don Blazer and also putting the pressure on DJ Honeycutt. Back here in the back, we got some racing going on between Steve Gerber and Chuck Cobb. Ricky Hudgens now putting the pressure on Chuck Cobb, as well as Thorpe and Weimer right back there as well, racing side by side once again. This time Weimer is on the top and Thorpe is on the bottom. Good pack racing back here for 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, maybe 14th there. 3 wide now going underneath Chuck Cobb. They make it work. Everybody gets through. Chuck loses 2 positions off one turn. Now you got Donnie Honeycutt back there charging, trying to put Chuck back to the 15th position. Back up front, nothing much has changed. Dale Brooks still leading this race with Dave Halsey right there behind him. Back here, DJ Honeycutt, William Brown. William Brown making the pass. 23 of Don Blazer. Good battling going back here. Back here to sixth place, Mike Hayes, Austin McGill fighting for that sixth spot. Jason Schilling right there behind him. Everybody's still right there within reach of each other. Some good racing going on. They might be single file, but nobody's leaving anybody right now. Look back up here, Dale Brooks and Dave Halsey continuing to lead the pack here. DJ Honeycutt now making his way back up towards the two leaders. Big shout out tonight for our race control, Kenny K. Smooth Heath. Out there being in the eye in the sky. Right now watching a good race between these top three guys as you see Dave Halsey now under fire from DJ Honeycutt. Right now you see the top five, top six cars right there in line, 7, 8, and 9 as well. Nobody's leaving anybody. The gap between first and 15th is 5 seconds, but the gap between first to 8th with Jason Schilling is only 2 seconds. So everybody's still right there. As you see DJ Honeycutt now going on the top side of Dave Halsey trying to get that second position. Is he going to be able to hold that car up there? As you see him get that good exit speed, and Dave Halsey's unable to get that car to drift up so he can get exit speed. And DJ Honeycutt takes it with little to no ease. And now he's going to set his sights on Dale Brooks. Leave Dave Halsey to battle hard charging William Brown in that number 27 nobody knows what sponsorship Chevrolet. Don Blazer right there in 5th place. Biggest mover tonight, Austin McGill. And that number 1. That should make Shane Dinsdale happy. He's from Quebec, and I do believe that's where all the French Canadians live. As you see Michael Hayes right there in front of him, trying to take the position away from the 23 of Don Blazer. Up front, the race for the lead heating up. DJ Honeycutt has caught the back end of Dale Brooks. DJ Honeycutt has been on a tear since joining Global Racing. He won the ARCA season this year and is points leader in the Trucks Series. Now he's trying his hand in the Xfinity Series. Since we moved it to Monday night, he's able to run now. So now we got him hard charging in the Xfinity Series. He's definitely going to be a big name in Global, so keep an eye out for DJ Honeycutt. Let's go back, check out Michael Thorpe. up to 11th after that spin to bring out the first and only caution earlier today. The guy he spun with, Jeffrey Weimer, not bouncing back as good, sitting there in 13th position. Don Blazer, Mike Hayes up here battling side by side, turn 4. Looks like Mike Hayes is going to have the advantage coming off of the turn, going to the start-finish line. Is going to get that position away from Don. And then Austin McGill, he's going to look to see if he can try to get around Don as well. Oh, that's close quarters right there between those two guys. Back up front, Dale Brooks and DJ Honeycutt pulling away from the third and fourth place guys of Wayne Brown and David Halsey. I see Wayne Brown looking on the outside of Dave Halsey, but Dave closes the door. It looks like Dave's car might be getting a little bit tight on him as William Brown now goes on the low side of David Halsey. David and William Brown's going to take the third position away as we go back up here to leader now. DJ Honeycutt trying to look on the outside. Now Dale closes the door on that one. Some good racing going out there. First and second, third and fourth. Back here for sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth. Some good battling as Austin McGill gets around Don Blazer, as well as Stephen Hayes gets around Don Blazer. Now Jason Schilling is going to try to make that pass. Looks like Don Blazer's car does not like the long run. Looks like Michael Thorpe up another position, trying to race with Steve Gerber back here. Back and forth. Steve Gerber not letting him have it easily. Back up front, Dale Brooks still trying to hold off the hard-charging DJ Honeycutt. Do apologize to my son's cat, who I'm taking care of during the summer. He decided it wants to come up here and attack my arm. So the battle for the lead simmers down a little bit as William Brown now tries to reel in the top two guys. He's pulling away from Dave Halsey. DJ Honeycutt has not left Dale Brooks' side since catching him about 5 to 6 laps ago. About to complete lap 37, going on lap 38. One caution to speak of for the spin between Michael Thorpe and Jeff Weimer. Donnie Honeycutt on the move now, getting past Jeff Weimer. See Ricky Hudgens, I ain't talked about him all day. He's back here in 12th position, just getting by the track. He's up 2 spots from his starting position. Still the biggest mover tonight, Austin McGill, 9 positions up to 6th. DJ Honeycutt, Dale Brooks. Race looks like DJ is kind of content just to stay behind him right now and put some laps down. Dale Brooks leading all 41 laps. William Brown's making the moves up there. I do believe he might have been the quickest that last time. Yes, William Brown just the slightest bit quicker than DJ Honeycutt and Dale Brooks. Dale Brooks seems to be slowing down now. Out of the three, he was the slowest, but just because the guy behind you is faster does not mean it's going to make it easy for them to pass. It is, especially late in a run, it gets to be really hard to make passes with worn tires. Almost a quarter of this race almost done. We're at lap 44. Dale Brooks continues to lead. Got Dale Brooks from Dover, New Hampshire. Austin McGill passing Stephen Hayes, or Stephen Hayes might have came up and passed Austin McGill, and Austin McGill looks like he's getting a little bit loose coming off them turns. Looks like that back end is not wanting to stay where it needs to be staying. Back here, a race between Austin McGill, Stephen Hayes, Jason Schilling, and Michael Thorpe, along with Don Blazer and Steve Gerber. So 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, all up for grabs right here. Back here, Ricky Hudgens is pretty much driving by himself. Back here in 12th position, Donnie Honeycutt is doing the same thing back here in 13th. Jeff Weimer, Chuck Cobb is coming down pit road. I don't think he likes the handling of his car. Back up front, Dale Brooks pulling away from DJ Honeycutt now. I think DJ's used up his tires maybe just a little bit more than Dale Brooks did. William Brown now catching the back end of DJ Honeycutt for the second position. Mike Hayes now in 4th place, taking it over from Dave Halsey. Jason Schilling back here making some moves, getting around Don Blazer, putting Don Blazer back to 10th now. And I think all these guys are starting to feel the effects of worn tires. It looks like Stephen Hayes getting pretty high coming off of turn 4, going down that front stretch. You see Michael Thorpe right there in front of him, along with Austin McGill. Back up front, DJ Honeycutt now under distress from William Brown. Dale Brooks opening up a 1.5 gap on the two of these guys. And they race back here for second. 54 laps in the books. Dale Brooks continuing to lead every lap of this race.
Caution's out.
Caution is out.
Say again. Caution.
Ricky Hudgens has crashed. Let's go back and see what happened to old Ricky Hudgens. Was back there racing by himself, so this might have been a solo spin. Let's go back here and see what just locks him up and goes for a ride. Doesn't hit anything, so that's good. That's definitely a good thing. And comes to rest. Doesn't take anybody out with him. So good driving out of control for Ricky Hudgens. That definitely looked like a fun ride. So let's go ahead and ride inside the cockpit with Ricky Hudgens as he goes for a ride. As you see him trying to correct it, trying to go back to the right. Sometimes you have to turn right in order to get that thing to go back straight, but I think he had lost control and there was no grabbing that back, but great job staying off the walls. As you see him get back under power and get back going forward, but this is definitely a blessing for everybody that was not involved in that. They were definitely needing tires. So here they go and get some more tires. So we'll see who wins the battle off. Oh, Dale Brooks, DJ Honeycutt, William Brown, Mike Hayes, and Dave Halsey, the top 5 guys off of pit road. Nice battle off of pit road. Now DJ Honeycutt with those new tires, see if he can do anything with that 32. Austin McGill gonna come off 6th. 7th is gonna go to Stephen Hayes. Thorpe's gonna come out of the pits 8th. Don Blazer 9th. Donnie Honeycutt, a big jump for him. He's gonna be up there in the top 10 now. Ricky Hudgens, who brought out the caution, is going to be 11th. Jason Schilling drops a lot of positions back there in 12th. Jeffrey Weimer continues to be 13th. Steve Gerber loses a lot of positions as well, and he drops back to the 14th position. Chuck Cobb still in pit road. Do believe he's probably done for the day. So Chuck Cobb is probably going to be the last member of anybody getting points there. Right. So pace car lights are still on. So we're going to still have one more lap to go. You know what? While he is in pit road, let's go ahead and let's see if we can bring up. I'm in the wrong Discord. Getting the right Discord. Let's bring up the owner of Blazing Fools Racing, sitting in pit road right now, getting an extensive amount of damage fixed. I suppose. Chuck Cobb, Mike Lush in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, we see you that you got that extended stay down there at pit road. Is everything all right with the car?
Yeah, I'm just not fast, so there's really no reason for me to be out on the track.
Well,
So
that's one way of looking at it. You go out there and have some fun with the guys, go around circles.
yeah, it's not fun when you're slow.
Yeah, well, it's
And I'm
not
just
fun.
in people's way, so I ain't gonna do that to people.
Oh, I got you.
Let them race.
I understand that. We're about to go back to green flag racing, man. I know you got your Dale Brooks up there, but you got DJ Honeycutt and William Brown, who we all know is fast. As we go back to green flag racing,
Green
Dale
flag.
Brooks gets a good jump, but you never count William Brown out of any race. Is your driver up there? You think he's got enough to hold these hard charging guys back?
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Oh, we got a
one
crash.
around.
Oh, hold on. I apologize. We got a crash back there. Stephen Hayes has crashed. No yellow. Let's go back here and find out what happened to old Stephen. Let's see. Oh, he just gets loose. Touches with Thorpe. Oh, does a really good job of staying off that inside wall. No caution comes out, gets it fired back up and gets going. I apologize. I know you were in the middle of the sentence right
No,
there.
I was actually telling you that there was one around.
Yeah. I was able to see that. William Brown now takes over the second spot, and Mike Hayes gets around DJ Honeycutt as well. So that's big news right there. William Brown, he's got a fast car. He was able to start hunting these guys down towards the end of that run before the caution came out. So it's very interesting to see if he's going to be able to get up there with Dale and see if he can get around Dale. Nobody's been able to get around Dale so far tonight. William Brown might be the guy that's able to do it. But man, so where are we going next week? We're going to Charlotte next week, man.
Charlotte.
How are you liking your chances in Charlotte?
Oh, it'll be better. It'll be a better day.
Yeah. Well, Sunday you finished dead last in the trucks series. Tonight you're gonna finish dead last. Are we gonna start calling you dead last, Chuck?
Sure.
I kid with Chuck because I love Chuck. But anyways, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna send you back down. I'm pretty sure you're doing some kind of spotting for all your guys and everything like that, man. Thanks for coming up and talking with me and keeping me company for a couple minutes.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later on. See where are me and Chuck?
I gotcha.
All right.
I gotcha.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it. All right, that's Chuck Cobb, owner of Blazing Fools Racing. Now his guy is up front, Dale Brooks, and at 32. Looks like Stephen Hayes not back here in 14th position. His let's look at his times. His last lap speed was quicker than our leader, so he's going to be making the time back up. He's got a lot of time to make up. He's got 16 seconds behind the leader, but he's hoping for that caution to come out so he can get back up there. William Brown and that number 27, nobody knows what sponsor he is. Because for some reason, his is the only paint scheme that does not show up on my screen. Closing the gap between him and Dale Brooks down to half a second. Mike Hayes right there too in that 99 Michael's Lazy Lizards Chevrolet. I do believe most of these guys drive Chevrolets. I don't think there's anybody out there that does not drive a Chevy in this Xfinity team. So we definitely need more teams, Ford teams and Toyota teams. So if you're out there watching and you're interested in joining the Xfinity League and becoming an owner, you want to drive some Toyotas or Fords, man, hit us up. We have too many Chevy drivers, so we need some Toyotas and Ford drivers out there. In that last run, Dale Brooks was able to hold off the hard-charging DJ Honeycutt in order to keep that lead, but now he's got to deal with the hard-charging William Brown. See the number one of Austin McGill, big 11 spots gain in his first race in Xfinity. Now there's a lot of guys out here. This is their first race in Xfinity. DJ Honeycutt, Donnie Honeycutt, Austin McGill, all first-time racers over here in the Xfinity for Global Racing. As you see, DJ Honeycutt now looking on the inside of the number one of Austin McGill. DJ Honeycutt, who restarted on position 2, fell back to, Austin McGill getting a little bit loose right there in front of DJ Honeycutt. DJ Honeycutt just can't make that pass on the inside of the number one. Back up front, still Wayne Brown still trying to track down the 32. He's there, but they're running so similar lines it's very hard for Wayne Brown to try to make that move. He's going to have to set him up in order to pass. So Mike Hayes back here in third position. He's up 4 positions from his starting position. And I do believe if Wayne Brown can get around Dale Brooks, he might have the car to pull away from him. As you see him looking on that outside, he's going to get a fender up in there. See if he can get the out. Ooh, Dale Brooks closes the door on him though. As Wayne Brown now looks on the inside. I think Wayne Brown eases up off the accelerator a little bit, let the tires cool down, and then give it another try in a couple of laps. But it looked like he was going to get that outside run, and Dale Brooks just comes up and slides right there in front of him and closes the door. Up front, Wayne Brown still trying to chase down Dale Brooks. Back here, Austin McGill, DJ Honeycutt, and Michael Thorpe having a really good battle back here for the 4th, 5th, and 6th place. You see Michael Thorpe underneath DJ Honeycutt now, but it's getting really tight and is unable to get that slingshot off of the turns, so he can't really make that pass on DJ Honeycutt. Here comes David Halsey, our pole setter, getting in the mix of it all. As you see DJ now trying to go to the outside of Austin McGill, and is able to do that as Michael Thorpe's coming around Austin McGill, but can't quite do it as well as DJ did. Loses a lot of time, and Austin McGill gets back. And now Michael Thorpe is under pressure from David Halsey. Let's go back here, and something happened with Jeffrey Weimer on the last lap. Says he comes up and hits the wall, goes down on the start-finish line. I think that's going to be a penalty for Jeffrey Weimer. He comes up and hits the wall again. Let's go ahead and do a run through of the field and see where all your favorite drivers are. Dale Brooks currently in the lead. Wayne Brown second. There's William Balding Brown from Hamilton, Ohio. Mike Hayes from Denton, Texas in third position. DJ Honeycutt from Zebulon, North Carolina, sitting there in fourth place. Austin McGill from Quebec, Canada, holding on to that fifth place with Michael Thorpe Jr. from Chicago, Illinois, trying to get around him. Unable. Michael Thorpe just can't ride that low line. It gets really tight coming through the turns, and is unable to make that pass on Austin McGill. David Halsey right there behind him from Harriman, Tennessee, sitting there back in seventh position. Jason Schilling, hometown, Des Moines, Iowa. This is Jason Schilling's home track, sitting there in eighth place. Don Blazer from Syracuse, New York, from 23rd. Ricky Hudgens, racing out of Harrisburg, North Carolina, but he's back there battling with the 12 car of Donnie Honeycutt. Jeffrey Weimer from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We've seen Jeffrey Weimer hit the wall, go off track, and then come back and hit the wall. Steve Gerber, he's back there in 13th position. Not a good run for Steve Gerber. Stephen Hayes still trying to rebound off of that spin out that he had with Michael Thorpe earlier in the race. And that's your top. Everybody's still on the lead lap, though. That's your 14 cars on the lead lap. As you see, Dale Brooks is getting really close to the backside of Stephen Hayes. Chuck Cobb is multiple laps down in the pits. As we talked to him earlier, his race is done. Dale Brooks dominating this race tonight. 93 laps fixing to be done with, and he's led all 93 laps. As you see Jeffrey Weimer entering the pit roads. You see that he got a lot of damage done to his car, so he's probably going to be in there for a couple minutes at least. these guys went on a 55 lap run earlier in the race. Right now, they're currently sitting at 38 laps on their tires. Don't know how long they can go, but they can at least go 55 laps, if not more. The real question is tonight, does anybody have anything for that 32 car? William Brown's up there trying to do something. DJ Honeycutt was up there earlier. Approaching halfway of this race. 5 more laps and we will be at halfway. See William Brown in that second position. Third place, Michael Hayes. Looks like everything is starting to get spread out here. The top 4 guys all racing basically by themselves. Michael Thorpe and Austin McGill and David Halsey, they still, and Jason Schilling to that little 4-car battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Sorry, that was for, that's Michael Thorpe. So that's 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Don Blazer racing by himself. Donnie Honeycutt and Ricky Hudgens having themselves a little battle, a little side-by-side action going into the turns 1 and 2, coming down the back straightaway. Ricky Hudgens getting the advantage for a second, but Donnie Honeycutt not going anywhere. So some good racing between the 21 and the 5th and the 12. Yes. Steve Gerber back here with Stephen Hayes right behind him. Stephen Hayes getting really loose, and he's got the leader right there behind him. And this might be an advantage for William Brown. It depends on how much Stephen Hayes wants just to give up that lead lap position, or is he going to make Dale Brooks work for it to get around him? He's got a couple of teammates back there still on the lead lap, still in contention. Does he try to slow them up for them guys? I mean, it's all a strategy, but right now you see Stephen Hayes staying up on that high side. Back there for the 10th position. Oh, Ricky! Oh, save it, Ricky! Oh, he does. Man, I put it back there just in time. Looked like Ricky got loose behind the 12 car, but did a great job holding on to the car and saving it. Back up front, Dale Brooks has caught the back end of Stephen Hayes. Stephen Hayes holding his line, just trying to keep Dale Brooks behind him. You know, Stephen Hayes has every right to fight to stay on the lead lap as he gives him the bottom and lets Dale Brooks, well, doesn't let him quite pass him, but Dale Brooks will definitely make the. Oh, Stephen Hayes goes up and scrapes that outside wall. Stephen Hayes now the first driver, 1 lap down is Steve Gerber right there in front of Dale Brooks. Oh, our leader gets a little bit loose trying to battle this lap traffic of Steve Gerber and Stephen Hayes. Stephen Hayes on the top side of Steve Gerber there. And this is the battle for first car a lap down. So the lucky dog is on the line right here as Stephen Hayes takes it away from Steve Gerber. And now William Brown is stuck behind this battle. And she's William Brown going low on Stephen Gerber there. Sorry, Steve Gerber. Don't know if he doesn't like being called Steven or not, but Donnie Honeycutt, he's moving up through the field. Passes Don Blazer, but Don Blazer come back on the low side. Going to try to do a crossover. Is unable to get that momentum. Donnie Honeycutt taking over the 9th position away from the 23 of Don Blazer. David Halsey, our pole setter, sitting there back in 7th position, racing with Austin McGill and Jason Schilling. Looked like Jason Schilling might have got up into the wall just a little bit, giving David Halsey the advantage. Looks like Jeffrey Weimer and Chuck Cobb are both going to be out of the race. See Steve Gerber, it looks like Steve Gerber coming down, trying to get down on the apron here and try to make his pit stop. We watch Dale Brooks build up a 2.3 second lead over William Brown now. William Brown now just getting around Stephen Hayes, allowing Mike Hayes to catch back up to the back of William Brown. Michael Thorpe, our points leader, sitting there in 5th position after that early spin. That brought out our first and only caution. I do believe we've only had one caution so far tonight. It looks like we're going to have another car back in the garage. Steve Gerber on pit road still for a good amount of time. Sitting there right now at minute 25 seconds. So looks like Steve Gerber might have hung up the steering wheel there. Back up front, Dale Brooks pulling away almost 3 seconds in front of William Brown. Almost 4.5 seconds back is Michael Hayes. who's gotten around his brother Stephen Hayes to try to chase down William Brown. Ricky Hudgens back here in 11th position, trying to chase down Don Blazer. The closest battle still continues to be the 6th, 7th, and 8th position of Austin McGill, David Halsey, and Jason Schilling. And if you blink just the right amount of times, it might be including with Donnie Honeycutt, because he is coming up there with a quickness. Donnie Honeycutt on the move, trying to chase down Jason Schilling, David Halsey, and Austin McGill. Ricky Hudgens having some problems down here. Besides, he's down off of the track there. A couple moments ago, let's see what happened to Ricky. And you see him again, he just gets loose, saves it again. So good saving by Ricky. He's been getting enough practice tonight. As you see, he's coming down pit road now. He's had enough of them tires. He just can't drive it anymore. But like I said, he's had plenty of opportunities for getting the save of the year or the save of the race. That was the second time in tonight's race that he was able to save it and not hit any walls. Top three: Dale Brooks, William Brown, Mike Hayes. $126 laps in the books. Coming around to take 127, Dale Brooks, our leader. Not a lot going on. So while we got this moment of clarity, let's go ahead and do a cranker up.
caution. What have you got? flag. Caution, caution, caution. It's all on you, man. It's all on you. You make the call here.
Nobody can hear you, you know.
Green flag.
I do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulties as we watch Michael Hayes, Austin McGill, and Dave Halsey battling for the lead. David Halsey now being challenged by William Brown. And I do not know. Mike Hayes just is having a hard time keeping it off that wall as Austin McGill now takes over the lead from Mike Hayes. William Brown taking over third away from Halsey. Austin McGill is going to lead that lap. Okay. Hopefully everybody can hear me now. Sometimes I hate technology. It goes out whenever it wants to. Make sure that I am up to snuff with my audio output, so everything should be good on this end. So if y'all can't hear me, please let me know. So Austin McGill continuing to lead here at If You Build It, We Will Come 200. All right, thank you, Kenny. Appreciate you letting me know that. Austin McGill is your leader for tonight. Currently, I got to go back here and look at all my stuff. Mike Hayes still being shown in second. William Brown right there in third. Let's go back. Dale Brooks trying to make something out of this race. He led so many laps. Got caught a lap down when a caution came out. We got involved in an accident with Donnie Honeycutt. You see Steve Gerber right there back there battling with Donnie Honeycutt and Michael Thorpe back here in 10th position. Our points leader not having that good of a night tonight, but he does have such a big lead in the point standings. I guess he can afford to have a bad race or two. We're back up front. Austin McGill continues to lead. Mike Hayes, William Brown, DJ Honeycutt. Ooh, Austin McGill showing some signs of some tire wear there. Dale Brooks had this race well in hand. Found himself going down a lap under green flag pit stops. Caution comes out while he's a lap down. Does get the lucky dog, but he's got to start all the way in the back behind all the cars that he had just led for over 100 laps. And nothing can good come of it when you get fast cars in the back, and they want to get back up to the front. They don't want to waste too much time, and then something bad happens right there in front of him, and he gets collected up. And hate to see it. The top three guys right there within 0.3 of a second of each other. As we see Mike Hayes pressuring the back of that number 1 Austin McGill. William Brown right there too. See, Austin McGill's trying to stay up on that high side. And you got William Brown and Mike Hayes trying for the both go underneath them at the same real estate. They think better of it. And now William Brown, getting tight coming off the turn. And that's kind of been the story of the race for a lot of these drivers. After about 10-15 laps on their tires, the car starts getting tight coming off these turns. You see Mike Hayes looking on the low side of Austin McGill. Battle going down the backstretch. Austin McGill got the advantage at the moment. Keeping Mike Hayes down on the bottom. They're almost touching each other as William Brown tries to make it 3 wide. I'm not sure. They touch. They turn around.
I didn't hear nothing.
William Brown gets collected. DJ Honeycutt gets collected. Oh, wow. What a chain of events. Let's go back here and check all of this out. As you see, all 3 of them battling right there. It looks like Austin McGill came down as Stephen Hayes or Mike Hayes was getting up. Oh, wow. And just calamity ensues. Watch Jason Schilling. Let's go back here and watch this one more time. Watch Jason Schilling here doing a phenomenal job of getting through this. He sees that the accident is happening right there. And he's like, okay, all right, give me an avenue, and he just squeaks by and takes. Well, no, they're showing DJ Honeycutt as the leader, but DJ Honeycutt was involved. As everybody comes down pit road. So now with, 32 laps left to go. It's anybody's race to win. Don't know how much damage was done to any of these cars. Austin McGill, first one off pit road. Jason Schilling, clean car, Let's see if we can see how bad Austin McGill is. Got a little bit of a tire rub on that right side. Got a lot of damage on that right rear. But this is Iowa. You know, it's a short track, so how much does aerodynamics play into this? I mean, we'll have to see here in a couple minutes. Let's look at some of these other cars that were involved. Let's look at Donnie Honeycutt's. See if we can get a view of what he's working with right now. Oh, he's got a good bit of damage on that left rear quarter panel. Got some damage on that left front as well. Dale Brooks now being showed back up in the 4th position. Mike Hayes still in the pits, so he probably took the brunt of the damage there. Dale Brooks coming back down pit road, see if he gets some more damage fixed. Right here. Oh, Stephen Hayes loses. Oh, trying to catch back up to the field and loses like that. The garage is now filled with a bunch of broken cars. So we got Austin McGill out there in first place, Jason Schilling in second, Donnie Honeycutt in third, David Holsey now being shown in fourth, Michael Thorpe once out of this back in 10th position, a lap down, is now being shown in 5th position. Don Blazer, a good bit of damage, but what car out there does not have any damage? You got Dale Brooks out there in 7th, DJ Honeycutt being showed in 8th position, 1 lap down. So, I didn't know DJ had win a lap down, but obviously he did. Pace car fixing to take that hard left down pit road. Austin McGill going to lead him back to the start-finish line. Does he have enough car
Green flag.
to keep Jason Schilling behind him? Well, Jason Schilling has a pretty clean car out there. Jason Schilling not getting a good start, though. Dave Holsey jumping up to 2nd place. David Holsey's finally saying, finally somebody else is getting some bad luck in these races other than me. He's going to go out there and go for a win. Michael Thorpe now being shown in 3rd place. Jason Schilling trying to fight back and get into the 4th position. Ooh, Austin McGill getting very loose right in front of Dave Holsey. Dave Holsey's going to look on the inside. It looks like a 3-way battle right now going for the lead. Dave Holsey on the inside, Austin McGill and Michael Thorpe on the outside. Dale Brooks trying to come back. Jason Schilling on the outside of Dale Brooks. The battling up front continues. Michael Thorpe taking over the second position away from Dave Halsey. Dave Halsey could not make that bottom stick. Top four guys right there within 0.5 of a second of each other. Half a second separates the first guy and the fourth guy. And Austin McGill and Jason Schilling. You got Thorpe and David Halsey in between. I see David Halsey now looking back on the inside of Thorpe. Thinks better of it. Now here you see Jason Schilling going to the outside, trying everything he can do to get that win on his home track here. Jason Schilling gets around Dave Halsey for third place. Now sets his eyes on Michael Thorpe and Austin McGill. 19 laps to go. And now the battle for the lead heating up. Austin McGill in that number 1. Michael Thorpe in that 34. Does Michael Thorpe have enough? I do apologize. We've got 16 laps to go, fixing to be 15 at the line. Austin McGill doing everything he can to keep 34 behind him. And that's going to allow the 95 of Jason Schilling to close the gap. If one of these two guys make a mistake or both of these guys make a mistake, Jason Schilling's going to be there to capitalize on it. And this is where all the racing is happening at. This is where the most exciting racing is happening, is in those top 3 positions, top 4 positions. And sooner or later, Austin or Michael Thorpe and Austin McGill are going to get racy here in a second. As you see Thorpe pressing on the backside of that number 1. But again, they're running the same line, so it's very hard. Oh, David Halsey starting to do a little bit of blinking, and he's been plagued with that all season long. As you see Jason Schilling right there, he can taste it. He knows it. He's faster than these guys. But it's so hard to pass at this track, especially when the tires start laying some rubber down. As you see, Jason Schilling now trying to look on the outside of Thorpe. Thorpe's trying to look on the inside of Austin McGill. Ten laps to go. Austin McGill doing his best job of being a obstacle in the way of these Michael Thorpe and Jason Schilling, trying to hold both of these guys off at the same time. As you see Jason Schilling looking on there, diving hard on that inside, has the advantage. Wow, four-way race for the lead with 9 laps to go. Can't get any more exciting than this race right here. Jason Schilling and Austin McGill fighting for that number 1 spot. Side by side. It looks like Jason Schilling getting this advantage, but Michael Thorpe trying to get underneath him. They're going to go 3 wide for the lead with 8 laps to go. Oh, Jason Schilling he's going to lead that lap. Jason Schilling, the hometown boy from Iowa, takes the lead away from Austin McGill and Michael Thorpe. Michael Thorpe now is falling back in the clutches, but here comes Austin McGill. Oh, good save. Great save by Austin McGill and Jason Schilling. Dave Holsey coming in trying to make it a race for the lead. Thorpe and Holsey now get into it. I'm not going to have any voice at the end of this 6 laps. Jason Schilling now starting to pull away from these 3 cars battling for the 2nd position now. And a big smile on Jason Schilling's face right now watching these guys battle each other. Michael Thorpe getting around Austin McGill. 4 laps to go. Can Jason Schilling hold off Michael Thorpe? Three laps to go. Jason Schilling doing his best to try to stay in front of the 34 of Michael Thorpe. Two laps to go. Michael Thorpe fighting back from a lap down. Now trying to compete for the win. Does he have enough to pass the 95 of Jason Schilling? Or is Jason Schilling going to get his first win of the year? 1 lap to go. It's going to be very exciting. Thorpe right there. Coming down the backstretch one last time. Thorpe looking low. Is he going to make it? They're going to beat and bang to the finish line. Jason Schilling wins, comes across as Michael Thorpe bounces off him, but I do believe Michael Thorpe did take the 2nd place. But Jason Schilling is going to be your winner tonight, and that 95 Austin McGill is going to come in second. David Halsey third. Dale Brooks with a good comeback, going to be in fifth place. A little celebratory little bumps from the competitors out there. What a great race. What a great finish from all these drivers. Jason Schilling with his first win of the year coming at his home track of Iowa. Man, congratulations. Couldn't have ridden it any better. What a finish. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up the... Okay, hold on. We got to turn that back around here for a second. And definitely want to get that car right there. Let's go ahead and bring the race results up. As you see, Jason Schilling, your winner tonight. Michael Thorpe coming in second. Austin McGill third. David Halsey fourth. Dale Brooks fifth. Donnie Honeycutt sixth. Don Blazer's going to come home seventh. Eighth's going to go to Ricky Hudgens. Ninth's going to go to DJ Honeycutt. Steve Gerber 10th. Mike Hayes 11th. Stephen Hayes 12th. William Brown 13th. Jeffrey Weimer 14th. And Chuck Cobb is going to be in the last position in 15 spots. So let's go ahead and bring up some of these guys here for well-deserving interview. What a finish. Let's go, and we're trying to find Austin McGill here. Austin McGill. We'll bring up the third place finisher tonight. Austin McGill, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Man, what a great finish you guys put on right there. You had the lead coming to that last restart. Your car was very, very strong, but you just couldn't hold off the hard charging vehicles of Michael Thorpe and Jason Schilling. But a third place finish, man. Congratulations, man. Take us through those last couple of laps when it looked like you guys were just all in a chaotic little bundle there, but y'all managed to keep it clean for the most part and come home with a third place finish. Just walk us through these last couple of laps.
Well, I don't even know how to explain that, but that was probably some of the best racing I've ever had on a short track like this. You know, I didn't really have the long run setup that the other guys did. I knew I struggled. I took a gamble running long on second caution, ended up working out, and then it put me up to P3. Coming to the end, we were all super close together, so I was hoping Michael Thorpe could hold him up just enough that I can build a bit of a gap coming to the last few laps. But I'm happy with P3 after not having the best long run car.
Well, tonight was your debut at the Xfinity, so a third place finish, man. I mean, that's a great finish for somebody just starting your Xfinity career here in Global. So.
Yeah, it's really something. You know, I had Ricky ask me if I wanted to race in Xfinity. You know, I've been racing in trucks for a little more than a season now, so I took it upon myself to take a new challenge, try Xfinity, and I think I'll enjoy it.
Well, I think we're going to enjoy seeing you week in and week out up here in the Xfinity League. You did a really great job up there racing. I mean, everybody did a clean job. I mean, it's short track racing. There's going to be beating and banging, but I mean, that was the most exciting finish that I've actually got the call, and it was partly because, you know, you were a big part of that. I mean, y'all made everything interesting. Those last 10 laps, I mean, it was just so great to call. But
yeah, that was a great race. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So before we let you go and celebrate with the rest of the Dirty South crew, who can we give a shout out to tonight?
I'd like to shout out, you know, Michael Thorpe. Obviously, played a huge part in, well, at least letting me have the lead for those last few laps. I'd like to thank Ricky Hudgens and Steve Gerber for, being good team players. They could have caused quite a few cautions there if they really felt like it. But I'd also like to thank Jason Schilling and David Halsey for the clean racing at the end.
There you go. Well, we appreciate you, man. We look forward to talking to you here in the upcoming races, man. We are going to Charlotte next week, man. How are you thinking you're liking your chances there?
Honestly, when you never know coming into a race how you'll do until you actually get on the track, do a few laps. So I guess we'll see. I'm hoping we can, improve a little on today's race, especially in the long run. If most races are green flag for that long, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, a lot of green flag runs tonight, and everybody did a good job, including yourself. Did a great job of racing clean, man. But man, we'll see you next week at Charlotte Motor Speedway, man. Congratulations once again on your third place finish, and you're also the biggest mover of the race as well. So congratulations on that, and we'll see you next weekend, my friend.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
All right, that was Austin McGill, your third place finisher. Now we're gonna grab a hold of the third place finisher, Michael Thorpe Jr. We talked to him a lot up here in the booth. He's always up there. He's our points leader. At one time, sitting back there in 10th, 11th position, one lap down after 2 or 3 spinouts, was able to come back for a runner-up position. Michael Thorpe, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy.
Solid copy.
Man, what a finish between you and Jason Schilling on that last lap. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, Thorpe is going to make a last lap, a last turn pass, and it's going to steal this race away from my driver. And I'm sitting there with just glued to the screen. Man, what an exciting finish between you and friggin' Jason Schilling at the end, man. Walk us through what was happening on that last lap.
Man, I knew I had to send it. I just tried my best to do it. It was either stay up there with them or try to do it over and under, or just send it.
Well, I mean, you definitely sent it, and you were able to get up alongside of him, but you couldn't. It just, after those tires was that worn, you just couldn't hold it. It looked like y'all touched each other and bounced off of each other. Jason actually getting the better end of the stick, been able to stay straight. You slid off. Still got a second place finish though. So great finish, man.
Yeah. Oh man, it's hard to believe I actually was so close to getting that. That's crazy.
It was definitely a crazy finish. One of the better finishes that I've been able to got the call since I've started my broadcasting company here, man. And you're definitely one of the two biggest parts of it. I mean, those last couple laps when it was between you and Austin McGill and Jason Schilling and David Halsey putting his 2 cents up there, man. How was that? I mean, that looked like some really fun racing right there.
Well, I was trying to defend Austin as best I could without, messing up everybody's race. Yeah, I was trying to push him hopefully to the win, but he just couldn't hold on with all that damage.
Well, I mean, he couldn't. Jason Schilling had a, this is his home track, so he had some motivation on that high side. So, it was a good job holding him off, but at the end, that motivation, I think that Iowa motivation just paid off for him.
It's that corn.
There's something in the corn, right?
Yep.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the runner-up position, man. Before we let you go, do you want to give a shout-out to anybody?
My dad, my grandmother, DSM, and Kyle Racing. Well, not Kyle Racing, the Blazing Fools Racing.
All right, there you go. Dirty South, Blazing Fool, Grandma and Dad. Big shout-outs to all y'all, man. Congratulations once again for your runner-up position. Charlotte coming next week, man. How you liking that one?
Yep, I'm up for it. I'm ready for it.
There you go. All right, well, there's your runner-up position, and we're going to send you back down to Dirty South. Dirty South Racing there. Let me see if I can find it there. And congratulations once again. And we'll talk to you next week, sir.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right. Michael Thorpe, your runner-up position. Man, what a great finish that he did. I mean, there's no words to describe the ending of this race. I think this is going to go down as one of the best finishes in Global League history. Everything was so close, beating and banging to the finish line. But we got we got the winner of tonight's race, Jason Schilling. Mike Lester in the booth, you got a copy.
Absolutely, boy. Am I glad to be up here talking to you right now. That was one heck of a race.
Dude, that was an exciting race, man. My hands are still shaking, and I just got to watch this. I wasn't even racing it, man. Just sitting there watching you guys battle those last couple laps. I mean, your knuckles had to be so white on there holding that steering wheel. Man, walk us through those last couple laps with you're in fourth place, and you had to get around Thorpe and Halsey and Austin McGill. Man, walk us through what was going on in your mind those last couple laps.
You know, I thought I was going to have a hard time getting around him on the bottom, but I held a pretty good line there and managed to get around him. And I kind of knew the top line was a little faster all night. I knew if I kind of kept it up there, I might be able to outrun them if they got a run on me. And it did work out, thankfully. Definitely got to thank Thorpe. That was a really great finish. But I was kind of sweating it, but yeah, boy, am I pumped I got that win. That feels really good. That feels really good though. I've been overdue for that for a while.
Oh, I bet you have. You come out, every week and you run good, man. And congratulations on the win. But let's talk about that last lap. Not even the last lap. Let's just talk about going into turn 3. He sends it on you, and you're door to door, and you're beating and banging. I mean, tell me what was going on. I mean, what was going through your mind as you're dooring each other coming to the start finish line on a short track, which is great racing in my opinion.
Yeah, like I said, Thorpe's a great driver, and I knew he was going to push her and give her a try. I mean, you got to, it's last lap, and yeah, I mean, I always sweat Thorpe. He's a good driver, and I'm just glad we had a nice clean finish there. And yeah, like I said, I'm pretty pumped right now, man. That was pretty exciting to win that race.
Well, I know you are, man. Well, congratulations once again on a job well done. A good win for Lazy Lizard Racing, man. We got Charlotte next week. How are you liking your chances there?
Feeling pretty good about Charlotte. That is, one of my favorite tracks to run. It's a lot of fun. It's good hard racing there too. So, yeah, looking forward to it for sure.
Well, man, one last thing before we let you go, man. Who do you want to give a shout out tonight?
Got to give a shout out to my Lazy Lizard crew. Always helpful and great run with you guys. Global Racing, you guys the broadcast. Definitely want to thank Thorpe for that hell of a race. I mean, that was exciting stuff, and yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations once again, man. We look forward to talking to you again next week at Charlotte, man. We're going to go and send you back down to where all the other guys are, and congratulations once again, my friend.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
That's your winner tonight, Jason Schilling. Man, what a great race. If you like racing, that was the race to watch. It had good long green flag runs, had good, yellows, happen. You got people falling back, laps down, coming back to finish in the second. You got the hometown hero coming to make a victory at his home track in Iowa. Man, I mean, you just can't ask for a better race, a better finish than what we seen here tonight. And for Global Racing Esports Network, I'm your host, Mike Lester. Good night.